So today on Beyond the Bounds, I'm going to be going over the install of my new precision sonar mount. So stay tuned, that's coming up. Alrighty y'all, Lou here from Beyond the Bounds. This is a channel geared towards bass fishing and gear reviews. So if you like that sort of thing, click that subscribe button up top. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notified when I release new videos. Today's video is going to be going over the install of my Lowrance dual mount made by Precision Sonar. As you can see right here, I've already taken off the old plate mount. That was really just held in with some screws, and then there's some nuts and bolts holding the back of the other Lowrance, my HDS 9 that I had that was on there. I was having some issues with that. Send it back to Lowrance. They sent me a new one, no problem. Everything was under warranty. Easiest thing possible. So what I have is I have the Lowrance TI9 that I had on my Kayak, and I don't want to have to buy a new unit, so I want to continue to use that one. Yeah, I would like to have an HDS 9, but you have to control costs in some ways, and since I've already got one, that's what I'm doing. I'm not running out just to buy something just because I want it. I'm trying to make do with what I have, and that's why I'm using my TI9. I'm going to run maps on that, solely pretty much just maps. I installed the 0.1 GPS. That was a fun drilling into this thing in the back there. But it was really easy. It was a really easy thing. Definitely a scary moment, but hey, you know, I got through it. So the first thing that I wanted to do when I got this off was just really assess. Now I've already ran all the wires. That's fairly simple. That's a fairly simple process, especially when you consider you can take a lot of these side panels off and just kind of route the wires around. You just have to figure it out per which boat you're doing. Some have tubes. This one just had kind of you know, channels to kind of run things in. It was very simple to run the cords and to just route them around. I did use a clothes hanger to kind of fish cords through, but that's literally all I need. I took off a few panels here and there, and it was pretty much easy to run the cords. The one thing, when I took this off, again, I just really wanted to get a lay of the land. I didn't know, I'm a noob here, so I don't know everything about boats, but I'm trying to learn as I go along, and removing a lot of these panels and hooking up power to things really helped me out a lot, helped me learn a lot. One of the things it's helped me do is just become more comfortable with this and what I'm going to have to do. So again, as you see, I've removed that, and one of the things you want to do is just get a lay of the land. Just get the mount, put the mount up on there, and see how it's going to fit on there with, you know, if the holes are going to match up. You just got to have to look at it. So let's do that. I'll show you what's going on and what's kind of my issue, and it's not really an issue. It's just kind of part of the process. Let's put it that way. All right, y'all. So yeah, here I am at my console here, and you know, your precision sonar is going to come with some pretty good directions. I mean, it's a straightforward install when you come to think of it. You have to route the cords through the holes. You have to bolt the precision sonar mount to the console there, and that's pretty much it, right? Let's go over this. And as I'm talking, I'll probably show you some close-ups, but here's my precision sonar mount. Man, this thing is solid. It's a bit heavy. It's got some weight to it, but you know, it's got a few key points to drill and mount in there, and it looks like I'll probably have to take this off just to be able to access one of these screw mounts. But you know, first and foremost, you need to get it up there and set it up there and just see how it lays. Now, I can already tell you, because I've already done this, like shape and everything wise, it matches up really good with the shape of the console. So where the sonar mounts are at, I mean, for me, I'm a short guy, so you know, it's gonna be really good right there where it's at. It does come with some rubber grommets that cover these holes. The reason I have these off, as good as this thing is manufactured, not all of the fiberglass work for all of the boats is gonna be the exact same. It's not all gonna be a perfect match, take it out of the box, just plug it right in. And that's what I'm running into. And I will show you, but right here at this upper area is a place that I don't have enough surface area for the screws to grip. Even if I were to raise this up some, I wouldn't have enough surface area for that to grip. It would actually probably just go through the console and poke through, and that's just not going to be a strong enough area for me to mount this. These bottom ones down here, plenty of surface area for me to mount, no problem. Going to be able to drill those right away, get that metal bracket that comes with the package, you know, that's going to cinch up and tighten this thing down. What I'm going to end up having to do is put another couple screws, you know, another screw set up top, which means I'm going to have to drill this precision sonar mount. The other issue that I'm running into is that the place where these holes are at, while it will allow my cords to come through, it's going to be very tight, and it's going to be very tight in there against the cords. Again, with the reason I took these grommets out is because if I had these rubber grommets in there, the mount would not sit flush with the console. It would just kind of rock and roll there. And again, that goes back to these holes, and it's like that because the grommet keeps that up. So, you know, I'm just going to kind of amend this on my own. It's my boat, pretty much do what I want. Instead of cutting the entire circle out of this spot right here, I'm just going to cut enough to where I can safely route my cords. And then I'm actually going to cut these grommets. I'm going to cut these grommets in half. So I'm going to have to take some of that fiberglass back. I'm going to use a sanding bit on my drill. It's kind of like a Dremel bit. Vacuum cleaner over there to kind of suck things out of the air. I'm going to wear a respirator while doing it. I can't find my goggles, so maybe just wear some sunglasses or something. That's what I got. That's what we're going to have to do to get this thing mounted. Again, you know, I want to reiterate that it's not the manufacturer's fault on either end. You know, this is an aftermarket product. The people who developed the aftermarket product, this thing fits on this console perfectly. The issue, again, is just with the routing of the fiberglass up there. And that's not Skeeter's fault either. It's one of those things like, you know, it's covered with a plate. You never see it. And it was on there nice and tight, secured by 2 bolts. So there's never an issue there. Let's get to it. What I started off doing first off was just kind of marking these areas with I actually used a silver marker, simply because I have it. It is a silver permanent marker, but it's also just happens to be that, you know, this part of the boat's silver. So, you know, I can still see it. Let's get into kind of just drilling that back a little bit. And like I said, going to cut these grommets off in half. You know, once I figure out the surface area that I've taken off there, then I'm going to cut these grommets in half, probably glue them on there with some type of adhesive. Not quite sure what adhesive I'm going to use yet. Let's get to it. Let's get to drilling the boat. Alrighty y'all, so that's the install of my precision sonar dual console mount for my Lowrance HDS 9 and Elite TI9. Couple lessons learned, you know, just take things apart, just start taking things apart, get some of the panels off and everything, figure out where you want things, and then drill. Definitely don't go too high on the panel when you go to drill. If you need to drill on some other ones, you need to make sure that you can get back there. The kit does come with screws so that if you can't get a bolt or a nut back there and hold it so that you can actually tighten it down, it does come with screws, and it comes with little cap screws for each one of those around there. But definitely really like it, really happy with the product, and looking forward to getting out there and graphing and mapping up some fish. Got to figure out what's up with my 0.1 GPS antenna. Neither units are detecting that, so got to research that, figure out what's wrong. Also got a red light on my min-coated charger. Second time that's occurred on the same battery, so I'm not real sure why that is, why it keeps blowing fuses or not. But you know, if I can't troubleshoot it and just pop another fuse in there like I did last time, gonna have to probably get on the horn of somebody and give them a call, because that just keeps happening and we can't have that. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all have a good one. For a really good viewing. I gotta sneeze. Yeah, well, that's going in the bloopers.